You know, there's something nobody tells you about life until you figure it out on your own. It's almost like a game they set you up to lose from the start. You get these messages growing up, right? Like, wait your turn, don't ask for too much, be patient, good things come to those who wait. And that's what most people end up doing. Waiting. They're waiting for permission, waiting for a sign, waiting for someone to hand them what they want. But I'm here to tell you something real. That waiting, it's a trap. Because at the end of the day, the world doesn't owe you anything, and it definitely doesn't owe you success, happiness, or peace. It's up to you to take those things for yourself. And if you think you're just going to sit back and play nice, waiting for someone to deliver your dreams on a silver platter, you're in for a rude awakening. That's not how life works. You've got to be bold, you've got to be relentless, and most importantly, you've got to decide that what you want is yours and you're gonna take it. You've seen it, haven't you? People grinding day in and day out for the life they think they deserve, only to watch someone else swoop in and get it. You hear it all the time. I'm working hard, I'm doing everything right, so why isn't it happening for me? It's because they're waiting for someone else to validate them, to tell them, hey, it's your turn. But guess what? Life doesn't work like that. Life rewards the bold. The people who don't ask for permission, the ones who see something they want and say, that's mine. Think about the people you admire, the ones who seem like they have it all figured out. You think they waited around? Nah, they claimed it. They made the decision early on that what they wanted wasn't up for negotiation. They didn't wait for anyone's approval. They didn't wait for the perfect moment or the right opportunity to fall into their lap. They looked at what they wanted and said, I'll take that. That's what you've got to do. You've got to shift your mindset from maybe one day to today is the day. And that's hard because society programs us to believe that wanting something for ourselves, especially if it's something big, is selfish. We're taught to be humble, to not want too much, to not rock the boat. But you know what? Screw that. If you want something, you've got to be ready to go out and get it. If you want to win, you've got to be willing to take what's yours. Now let me be clear. I'm not talking about cutting people down, stepping on others to get ahead, or being ruthless for the sake of it. That's not the vibe. I'm talking about claiming the things that are meant for you, the things you've worked for, the things you deserve. And yeah, sometimes it's going to make people uncomfortable. But guess what? If people are uncomfortable with you going after what's yours, that's their problem, not yours. You can't let other people's fears or opinions stop you from going all in on your dreams. Because here's the thing, nobody's going to fight for your dreams like you will. Nobody is going to hand you your dream job, your ideal lifestyle, or your peace of mind. You've got to be the one to show up for yourself, to fight for yourself. And sometimes that means you've got to say, I'll take what's mine. You're gonna have moments when it feels like the odds are stacked against you. Moments where it feels like you're being tested. People are gonna doubt you. Hell, you might even doubt yourself at times. But when those moments come, and trust me, they will, you've got to remind yourself who you are. You've got to remember why you started. You've got to get back in that mindset that says, I'm not waiting for anything. I'm not waiting for permission. I'm not waiting for the stars to align. I'm going to take what's mine. Because here's the truth. You can have all the talent in the world. You can have all the potential. But if you don't have the mindset that says, I'll take what's mine, you're gonna get left behind. You'll be watching from the sidelines while someone else lives the life you know you're capable of living. It's a bitter pill to swallow, but it's reality. The people who win in life aren't always the smartest, the most talented, or the most qualified. They're the ones who have the audacity to go after what they want without waiting for the world to catch up. And that's something you've got to keep in mind every day. Every time you feel like hesitating, every time you feel like shrinking back or playing it safe, you've got to remind yourself that the only way to win is to take what's yours. You've got to move like you're already where you want to be. You've got to carry yourself like success is already in your pocket, like your goals are a done deal. Not because you're arrogant, but because you're sure. You're sure that what's meant for you isn't something you have to chase or beg for. It's something you take. There's this quote I love that says, "Success doesn't come from what you do occasionally. It comes from what you do consistently." And it's true. It's not about waiting for the perfect moment or hoping that one day everything will magically fall into place. It's about showing up day after day and saying, "I'm here, I'm ready, and I'm taking what's mine." That's the kind of energy you need to carry with you every single day. And look, I get it. Life throws curveballs. Things happen that make you feel like maybe it's not worth it. Maybe it's easier to settle. Maybe you should be happy with what you've got. But deep down, you know that's not enough. You know you're capable of more. You know that the life you want is out there, and it's waiting for you to claim it. So don't settle. Don't shrink yourself to fit into someone else's idea of what your life should look like. Don't let fear, doubt, or other people's opinions keep you from taking what's yours. Because at the end of the day, this is your life. These are your dreams. And if you're not willing to take what's yours, no one else is going to hand it to you. You've got one shot at this thing, one life. So why would you spend it playing small? Why would you spend it waiting for someone else to tell you it's your turn? It's always your turn. If you decide it is, you've just got to make that decision. So here's what I want you to do. Starting right now, I want you to make the decision that you're done waiting. I want you to decide that you're done asking for permission. I want you to make the commitment to yourself that from this day forward, you're going to take what's yours. And I'm not talking about a one-time thing. I'm talking about a lifestyle shift. I'm talking about waking up every day with the mindset that says, "Today, I'm taking what's mine." Because that's what it takes to win. The world is full of people who are waiting for their big break, waiting for someone to notice them, waiting for the right time. But the people who make it, the people who live life on their terms, they're not waiting. They're taking action. They're making moves. They're looking at the things they want, the goals they've set, and they're saying, "That's mine, and I am going to take it." And yeah, it's not always going to be easy. You're going to face challenges. You're going to hit roadblocks. You're going to have days where you question whether it's even worth it. But those are the days that matter the most. Those are the days that separate the people who are just talking from the people who are out there doing. And if you're serious about taking what's yours, you've got to push through those days. You've got to show up, even when it's hard, even when you don't feel like it, even when everything in you is telling you to quit. Because here's the thing, there's always going to be someone out there who's just as talented as you, just as capable as you. But what's going to set you apart is your mindset, the way you show up for yourself, the way you refuse to let anything or anyone stand in your way, the way you decide every single day that you're going to take what's yours.